I've been saying since day one. Since day one of One Piece, I have said this exact theory. Well, not since day one, because day one, chapter one, we had no idea who Loki was. Yes, they were talking about Loki. No, not that Loki. We were talking about Loki, the sun god, the warrior of Elbath, the the cursed prince or something like that. The demon prince, whatever you want to call him. We are talking about Loki. And why did he call himself the sun god? Well, I've been saying this since day one. So hit that button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into this video and watch until the end. Well, never mind. Okay. Yeah, hit that button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into today's video. So I've been saying this since day one. As soon as we heard about Loki from, before we go to Elbath, so that we knew all that. But as soon as we met him, tied to the tree in the underworld of Elbath, and he said, "I am the sun god." I had a discussion with a friend of mine, and I was immediately like, "Yo, no. He thinks he has the sun god fruit. That's why he's saying I'm the sun god. He's under the impression that this fruit that he stole from his father after he killed him is the sun god fruit. However, it is the Gomu Gomu fruit. Like, how awesome would that be? The fact that, the world government knew that the Gomu Gomu Nomi that Luffy ate was actually the Nika fruit. But Loki did it. Obviously, they're not going to have the Nika fruit drawn up in the book of the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. So the fact that Loki, saw this fruit and was like, "Oh, this must be the Nika Nomi because it's not in the book." And then my father had it, blah blah blah. So Loki has the Gomu Gomu Nomi, the actual Gomu Gomu Nomi, and if he ate it or not, whatever. But if he ate it, and he has the ability to be rubber, it's a very good reason to think that you would have the Gomu Gomu Nomi and not the Nika, because they're very similar-esque. Because when we thought Luffy had the Gomu, it was just rubber powers. I was like, okay, cool, he's got rubber powers. He can do this to the body. He can, inflate his body like a balloon. Like, you would be able to do that with rubber. You would be able to stretch your arm really, really far with rubber. So it makes sense on how it would make sense on why the two fruits are very similar. So if Loki has the Gomu Gomu Nomi, he can stretch his arm really far. He can do the Nika jump, all that stuff, and would think that he has the Nika sun god fruit, just hasn't awakened it yet. Or if he has awakened it yet, he could do the stuff that Luffy does with the ground, pulling up a shield of rubber to block an attack, this and that. But he doesn't take the form of Nika, so he very much could think he has the sun god fruit in its entirety. So what about this? What if, when the world government got the Nika Nomi and put it on that ship in the lockbox with who's who was part of the world government and then Navy, and he was in charge of the devil fruit and Shanks stole it and then Luffy ate it? What if at the time the king of Elbath wasn't killed yet, Loki didn't have the devil fruit, and you have tip of my tongue. Hold on. You have Shanks already befriending Elbaf at this point. Look at Shanks' figurehead. Shanks has the Viking-esque figurehead of his ship. He already befriends the giants. He's already been to Elbaf. He already knows about Loki and all this other stuff. So he knows everything that goes on there. He travels the world. He's been down in Grand Line now quite a few times. He knows how to get to Elbaf. He has friends there. He knows Saul. He knows all of them all a long time ago. So, when the Navy comes, who knows? Maybe the Navy found out that it was respawned on Elbaf, and they said we need to get this. So maybe the Navy showed up to Elbaf and didn't really engage with them too much because they're not affiliated with the world government, and they obviously don't want to start a war with the giants. But maybe they tricked them somehow, or maybe they made a deal with the king of Elbaf. So look, we need this devil fruit. We need to take it, and it's ours. Like, we don't want anybody else to have it. We'll keep it in a safe place, whatever, something like that. And maybe even Shanks was at the time, and he's like, hey, king, Loki is trying to kill you. He wants to come after you to get that fruit. So why don't you give him that fruit, but keep the Gomu Gomu Nomi, because if Loki tries to get it, he's gonna get this crappy rubber fruit and think he has the sun god fruit, where he actually doesn't. Just let the government take it. Just get out of the way. I'll handle it. I'll steal it back, and I'll bring it back to you. And you can tell Loki it's gone or whatever. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe Shanks made a deal with the king. He's like, look, give it to him. I'll easily take out who's who and steal this fruit back. And then I gotta make a pit stop, on this Women Island, no big deal. But I'll come back. Don't worry. Let's say Shanks was friends with the king of Elbaf, and he made a deal with him. He said, look, I'll steal it back for you. I'll get it. You tell Loki the world government stole it and took it. And then when I steal it back from them, I'll give it to you. You can hide it. Keep it from Loki. Don't tell Loki about it. And that's what happened. The world government came by, took the Nika fruit, put on a ship. I think Shanks knew from the beginning it was Nika fruit when he gave it to when Luffy ate it and he said it was the Gomu Gomu. I don't think that's the actual case. I think he wanted to tell Luffy that just so the world government wouldn't come after him almost immediately. Because if the world government knew that he had it, he would have been attacked right off the bat by CP0 and probably killed, and we wouldn't have the story that we have. So he had to tell Luffy to go on me. And also, like I said before, the world government probably has a picture of the Nika fruit in their encyclopedia. Says, oh, this is Gomu Gomu Nomi. Nobody's gonna find this thing, because we're gonna hunt it down before they can get it. But this is what it is. Yeah. Shanks travels behind the ship, sneaks on the ship, beats the crap out of who's who, and steals the Nika fruit. Makes a stop in Fuchsia Village to meet up with Luffy and have a few drinks at the bar. And Luffy eats it. I don't think Shanks intended Luffy to eat it. I think he actually wanted to bring it back to Elbaf. But the other thing is, why take it off your ship and bring it into the bar? You took the box of a very rare devil fruit, probably one of the rarest devil fruits in the entire One Piece world, and you brought it into a bar. Why not leave it on the ship? Lock it up in the chest inside the ship, leave it down below. You're going back on the ship anyway to go back to Elbaf. Why take it off the ship? Maybe he did intend Luffy to eat it. Who knows? But Luffy ate it, and then after Shanks loses his arm, he travels back to Elbaf to find out that Loki discovered the Gomu Gomu was there. thinking it is the Nika Nika fruit, he killed his father and tried to take over Elbaf, and Shanks beat the crap out of him, chained him up to the tree, and that is why Shanks became a Yonko, because the world government found out about it, because having Loki with this fruit, maybe they told the government that they did have the fruit, who knows, oh, he ate the Nika Nika fruit. Having this power inside of Elbaf would be detrimental to the entire world. Because if Loki took over Elbaf, the giants could destroy almost anything in the entire world. And Loki would not make light of the Nika fruit. He would not be the Nika sun god that these giants and other people who believe in Nika sun god would want to be representation of their god. Luffy, on the other hand, is a pure representation of the sun god itself. So that is what happened. That is my thoughts. That is my discussion. I said this from day one when we found out Loki was tied to a tree and he called himself the sun god. I talked to my friend. I was like, yo, he has the Gomu Gomu. He has the Gomu. He thinks he has a Nika fruit, but he has the Gomu. So they got mixed up, and I came up with this discussion. It was like, okay, this is what happened. World government found the Nika fruit on Elbaf. They came by to take it. Shanks told him, go ahead, I'll steal it back for you. Luffy ate it. Shanks went back to Elbaf. Loki thought he was getting Nika fruit from his father, got the Gomu fruit from his father, and killed his father to take it, and Shanks tied him up to a tree and became a Yonko. And there you have it. The truth about the Nika fruit and the Gomu Gomu fruit, and Loki and Elbaf and everything else. I'm sticking to that story because if it's true, like, we may get a flashback, we may get a thing with the Shanks and the King of Elbaf, like, oh yeah, do it, I'll steal it, I'll take it. World government won't have it, don't worry, I'll take it back. We may get that. If we get that, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is so cool. Now, I haven't seen anybody discussing this full theory. If they are, I haven't seen it because I've been trying to, not look at other theories and then make a video. I've been wanting to do my own discussions and things that I thought about. But I decided to make this video because I did see a post on Facebook yesterday that had Loki tied to a tree, and it said Loki doesn't have the Nika fruit, he has the actual Gomu Gomu fruit. And I was like, I said the same thing. So I decided to get in here and make an awesome video. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are still here, I want to give a few shouts of information. Wire down below, hit that like button and the subscribe button. Please check out my other links. I have a bunch of other content that you can go check out. I have a merch store of awesome merch that you can buy and help support me. I also have a music library on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Amazon, on Pandora, on whatever music platform that you listen to music on, it is there. Go check it out. It's called N3RD Revolution, N3RD Revolution. Go check it out. Listen to my music today. Helps me out a lot. Also, go check out my sponsors like repsports.com, magiccandlecompany.com, and have a wonderful day and set sail for the One Piece because it's the end time, baby. But before you go, make sure you check out that video right there, and I will see you guys hopefully next week. I'm not doing 3 videos a week at the moment. I apologize, but I will get out content as much as I can. Once the holiday season is over, I'm gonna get back into the 3 videos a week groove. If you get more than 1 video a week, bonus for you. And I appreciate it. Peace.